I don't care if niggas is shooting, it's all about the clap back. Get your boss whack, premieres funeral on Snapchat. You now tuned into the bag.
What's good, y'all? Fisk Vegas, the hardest voice of sports. Go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe to the Fisk. You know while you at it. Y'all know what time it is. You ain't with it, you best get with it. Now let's rock. You know what, man? I want to start this video off by apologizing to a certain group of people. I'm very sorry, and from the bottom of my heart, I want to say I apologize to the Washington Redskins. I apologize. I buried y'all for letting go of Kirk Cousins and bringing in Alex Smith, and damn it, I was wrong. Yeah, fuck Kirk Cousins, man. You can't win with this guy. Granted, you can't win with Alex Smith either, but you can't max out Kirk Cousins. So although Washington, you're still fucked. Don't get it twisted. You're super duper fucked. All right, y'all are gonna get fist fucked up the ass for the next decade because you have no quarterback. It's better than paying Kirk Cousins $30 million a year for him to choke like this. Anything's better than paying Kirk Cousins $30 million a year. You know what's so sad about this game? What's so sad? Here's the saddest part about this game. The Chicago Bears, for the last, half of the fourth quarter, didn't even play their starters on defense. You know another thing that's so sad about this game? Is Kirk Cousins has 132 yards passing in the game of the season. In the game of the season, he has 132 yards passing. Are you kidding me? You know another fun fact before I continue to bury Kirk Cousins? You know this Minnesota defense had no sacks on Trubisky? None. I don't even know what to say about Minnesota. This is embarrassing. It's embarrassing from the offense to the defense. You got to fire Zimmer. You got to fire him because at the end of the day, maybe what he's doing ain't going to cut it. Maybe Kirk Cousins needs a miracle worker or something. I don't know. Maybe you need to get a coach that fits better with Kirk or something. I don't know. But for Zimmer defense, between Kirk Cousins choking on offense and Zimmer defense not being able to shut down Jordan Howard, the Chicago Bears are without their top two receivers. All they had was Gabriel and a running game. And they couldn't shut that shit down. When Kirk Cousins 1 for 10 on third down, this Minnesota defense, I watched Trubisky convert like 2 straight first downs on out routes. I watched Jordan Howard truck people for first down after first down. This Minnesota defense was equally as trash as Kirk Cousins. Now, I will say this, in defense of the Minnesota defense, maybe it was watching Kirk Cousins look like a bitch on the offensive side of the ball. Maybe they lost heart. But you know what? I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to fucking hear that. How many times has Mitchell, Rex Trubisky, as I like to call him, you know what I'm saying, the new Rex Grossman, how many times has this guy going out there and throwing a gazillion picks and that Chicago Bear defense hold its ground and win the game anyway? There's no excuse for this. There's absolutely no excuse for this shit. None. And then you got Kirk Cousins. You know what? I'm wrong. I was wrong. Minnesota, I want to apologize to y'all as well. Because you know what I said? I said, you're stuck with Kirk Cousins. It's better to have Kirk Cousins than to have nothing. I'm drafting his heir apparent immediately. I'm drafting the heir apparent. I'm trading this motherfucker. Hey, Jacksonville, you want him? Denver, you want to try this again? I'm shopping Kirk Cousins. How can this guy walk into the locker room with his head up, man? Who is he looking in the eye right now? For real, ain't gonna be no you like that. Ain't gonna be no you like me now in that locker room. You see him and Thielen arguing on the sideline? Kirk Cousins talk about something, I don't have 10 seconds in the pocket. trying to take shots at, I guess, Thielen's route running, saying Thielen, you ain't get open fast enough or some shit like that. But bruh, Kirk Cousins threw the ball like 8 yards to the left. It wasn't even in the ballpark of Adam Thielen. And you know, I'm just looking at this game like I've never seen a quarterback this bad. You see, here's the thing. McNabb choked in NFC title games. So you can talk all the shit you want about McNabb. The dude was in NFC title game year after year after year after year. McNabb choked. He threw up in the huddle. Guess what? He threw up in the huddle with a Super Bowl. At least he fucking got you there. I'm not trying to say McNabb wasn't a choke artist. We know McNabb stayed choking. But at least he could get you to the big game. At least he can get you to the playoffs and win big playoff games. At least you knew McNabb had the potential. You knew the potential was there. Tony Romo, at least he was fucking box office. At least he put up numbers and choked. See, here's the thing with Tony Romo. Tony Romo only choked on the last drive of the game. Tony Romo will come out there, have his tongue out, and start licking his lips and fucking doing 360 spins or throwing touchdowns to Witten and shit. He looked good for 3.5 quarters. It was the last 5 minutes of the game that killed Tony Romo. This clown Kirk Cousins from the fucking kickoff looked like a bitch. He looked bitch made from the kickoff. He shrinks from the time the ball is kicked off to the time the coaches are shaking hands. He looks small. I couldn't play for that guy. Unbelievable. And you know, speaking of guys I can't play for, yo, Aaron Rodgers, you lost to this guy? Really, Aaron? You lost to this guy? Kirk Cousins' first primetime win was against you, Aaron? Come on. Oh, man. This is unbelievable. And you know what? I don't know if I should give the Bears credit or if I should just say, you know, whatever. I don't know. Because there's a piece of me that feels like the Bears really just went out there and just said, you know what, we're not going to lay down, but we're not going to overexert ourselves either. If you get what I'm saying, is I feel like the Bears was like, you know what, if this motherfucker not going to take it, I guess we'll take it. That's the kind of attitude I got from the Bears. They didn't try to do too much with Trubisky. They ran the ball a gazillion times. They didn't have their top wide receivers. The defense was on Kirk Cousins' ass. I'll say that. But what I'm trying to say with the Bears is like, I feel like they were just like, you know what? Fuck it. I think the Bears was like, fuck it. You don't want to take this W, we gonna take this W. Because there's a piece of me that feels like the Bears just won by 2 touchdowns, right? What I'm trying to say is this. If the Bears needed this game, like if they really fucking needed this game, something tells me the Bears could have won by 30. Did y'all get the impression watching that game that if the Bears was fully healthy and had all their offensive weapons out there and they really wanted to blow Kirk Cousins out the water, they could have blown Kirk Cousins out the damn water. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying the Bears didn't try. You know what? Congratulations to the Bears for going 12-4. All I'm saying is this. Let the Rams have been down a touchdown at halftime. They would have came out, beat the brakes off Kirk Cousins in that second half. That's what I'm trying to say. And you know, it's just I feel bad for Minnesota. Yeah, you know what? I do feel bad for Minnesota fans a little bit. I don't feel bad for the front office. I feel like you get what you deserve. You knew Kirk. The dude lost to my Giants backup. Kirk Cousins losing Week 17 games to go to the playoffs is nothing new. He lost to the backups of the Giants 3 years ago, and he could have won for the Redskins. He lost to the backups of the Giants. So this is nothing new. With Kirk Cousins losing these games, it's nothing new. I'll just say, I feel bad for the fans. I don't feel bad for the front office because they should have fucking known better. But the fans, oh man, I hate to be a Minnesota fan right now. I really would hate to be a Minnesota fan. I couldn't do it. You know, an hour and a half ago, I did my Giants reaction, and I must say, for as shitty as Eli is half of the damn time, I don't know what it's like to have my quarterback just lay the fuck down and get ghetto gagged in a big game. Eli always shows up when it matters. I don't know what it's like to be a Cowboy fan with Romo, an Eagle fan with McNabb, or whoever the fuck is rooting for Kirk Cousins. I don't know what that shit is like. So I'm just going to say my deepest condolences to the Minnesota Viking fans. I feel bad for y'all. And God forbid Aaron Rodgers get a good coaching staff. Y'all really ain't going to smell it. Between Aaron Rodgers getting a coaching staff, right? Chicago not going nowhere. Oh yeah, Minnesota's never gonna smell it. Y'all can float that shit. Minnesota can fucking float it. Y'all can float that dream. But that's it. That's all, y'all. Congratulations to the Eagles. I'm about to speak on them in a minute. But that's it. That's all. Subscribe to the Unit if you rocking with me. My name is Fisk Vegas, and I approve this message.